All right, so let's move into the installation aspects. The first thing you need to do is to open your virtual box. All right, so once you open your virtual box, we're going to be importing the Windows and the server into our virtual box. All right, so the first thing you need to do is to put your key on the tools. So once you put your key on the tools, you'll be able to see new. Once you put your keys on the tools, you'll be able to see new at the top. So once you click on new at the top, it's going to ask you what's the name of the machine that you want to import. So you're going to name it Windows 10. So we're going to name it Windows 10. So once you name it Windows 10, the next thing is going to be asking you is your ISO image. So you're going to drag down and navigate to wherever your Windows 10 file is. You're going to drag down and you navigate to wherever your Windows 10 file is. So you're going to drag down and navigate to wherever your Windows 10 file is. So I want to navigate to where my own Windows 10 file is. This PC video. So you're going to navigate to wherever your Windows 10 file is. So once you check the Windows 10 file, you're just going to click on open. In the last class, I shared you a link where you're going to download all these tools. So once you download it, just give it a name, the name of the machine that you want to import. And the next thing, come to the ISO image, you expand it and you navigate to wherever that particular Windows 10 is on your PC. So after that, you're going to click on skip unattended installation and you click on next. So once you click on next, this guy is going to be asking you for the base memory. How many memory do you want to assign to the Windows? All right, so you're going to expand this and you change it to 1024, which is a 1 gig. You're going to be giving the Windows 10 1 gig. So you click next. The next thing is going to ask you to assign the hard disk, the virtual hard disk. So this guy is going to be on a 50 gig by default. So we're going to reduce this to 20 gig. So 20 gig is okay, and you're going to click on next and finish. So that's how you create your virtual Windows 10. All right, so if you want to create your virtual server as well, do the same process, come to new. Once you are in new, you name it server. So you're going to name it server. You're going to name it server 2016. And after that, it's going to ask you for the ISO image. You expand and you navigate to wherever your server is on your system. So you navigate to wherever your server is on your system. So once you choose the server file, you're just going to click on open. So make sure you click this file and you click on open. After that, click on the option that says skip unattended installation. After that, you're going to click on next. All right, so there's a name of this already. So I'm going to give this guy server 2. So I will name this guy server 2 2016 and you click on next. So this server here is going to be asking you to assign a base memory. You can leave server with a 2 gig. Okay, so 2 gig is okay for server. After that, you click on next and you're going to reduce this guy here to 20 gig and you click on next and finish. So that's how you create your virtual Windows 10 and server on your virtual box. All right. So the next thing we're going to be doing now here is to open this particular machine and do the installation. So you're going to click on start. So it's either you double click or you click on start for these machines to be coming up. So do the same thing on the server as well. So you're going to start the two machines. So we're going to hold on for these two machines to come up. Okay, so once this two machine is up, the next thing you need to do is to set the two machine up. So you're going to click next on the server. You see option that says install now. You're going to click on it. Do the same thing for the window as well. You click next and you see install now. You click on it. So when you are in the server side, you're going to choose the option that says Windows Server 2016 Standard Desktop Experience. So that's what you're going to be choosing. You need to put that in mind. Anytime you want to install your server, you're going to choose the one that says Windows Server 2016 Standard Desktop Experience, and you're going to click Next. So once you click next, you're going to accept the license terms and you're going to click next. You're going to use the second options, which is the custom install Windows only. So you're going to use that second options and you're going to click next. This guy is going to be installing. So let's go to the Windows side as well. When you are in the Windows side, it's going to be asking you for a product key. You will see that you don't have a product key. So you see option that says I don't have a product key. You will click on the options. So after that, you will see a lot of list of operating system here. So you're going to choose the one that says Windows 10 Pro. So you're going to choose the options that says Windows 10 Pro and you click next. So after that, you need to accept to the license terms. You click next and you use custom and you click next. So we hold on for the two machines to finish the installation. We're going to hold on for the two machines to finish the installation. So we're going to hold on for these machines to finish the installation process. All right, so in the server side, the server is going to be asking you for a password. As you can see, that the server here is already have a default username, which is a administrator. So that's the default username of the server, which is the administrator. The only thing you ask to do here is to provide your password. So you're going to be providing the password that you'll be using to be logging in into the server. So you're going to choose the password that you're going to be using to log in into the server. You're going to re-enter the same password here. So once you put the password, as you all know, the username is the administrator with the password that you choose. All right, so you're going to click on finish. The server is fine. So the next thing is to unlock the server. So anytime you want to unlock the server, you can see option here that says press Ctrl plus Alt plus Delete to unlock, or you type Ctrl Delete. So if you type Ctrl with Delete button, it's going to come up for you to input your password. As you all know that the default username of this server here is the administrator. So you need to use the password to unlock it. So the password that you specify at that time, you will use it to log in. All right. All right, we are inside the server. The server side is good. So let's hold on for the Windows so that I will move on. So let's wait for the Windows side. Okay, the server is good. I can actually reduce the size and reduce it. Can reduce it to something small. Keep change. Okay. So here is the server. The server is working properly. So let's hold on for the Windows 10. Let's hold on for the Windows 10. Loading on for the Windows 10. All right, so we're going to hold on for the Windows 10 to finish its own installation as well. So after that, this guy going to be asking you to select the region that you are. So click on yes. When you put it on US, click on yes. The next thing is to choose the right keyboard layout. So you will use it, leave it on ULs as well. So you click on yes. So after that, it's going to be asking you for this. You're going to skip this process. So once you click on skip the process, you will hold on for this guy to bring out the next option. So go to Argon for the Windows installation process. So we're going to hold on for the Windows 10 to finish the installation. I'm going to hold on for this Windows 10 to finish all the installation process. All right, so after this guy going to be asking you that how do you like to set up this guy? Is it for personal or organization? So you're going to be using personal use, which is the first option. So here I'm going to be asking you for your email. So just going to use the option that says offline account. So you're going to click on offline account. You don't want to be putting your email. So after that, you're going to click on limited experience. So you're going to choose limited experience. So you're going to ask you to specify the username that you'll be using for the PC. So you're going to choose your username and you're going to choose the password that you want to be using to log in into the Windows. You're going to specify your password as well and you click on next. So we are going to be asking you for information. You can just click on go back and you click on next. So you go back and you click on next to bypass the information asking you. I'm going to hold on for this Windows 10. All right. So after here, you click on accept. So once you click on accept, you're going to wait for the next option. Okay, here is going to be asking you to customize your experience. You can actually skip all these projects. So you can skip all those projects. Here as well, click on not now. You click on not now. All right. So wait for the windows to come up now. That's the final installation. Okay, so as you can see now, our Windows 10 as well is completed the installation. So if I bring this Windows 10 here, this Windows 10 size here is big. You can actually reduce it. If I right click on it, you will see display settings. So once the display settings come up, you're going to scroll down and you will see the display resolution. You can reduce this to the lowest resolution and you click on keep change. Okay, so this Windows 10 is going to be small. All right, so we're going to bring up the two machines outside. So here is our Windows 10 and here is our server. So if I bring up this slide we're using, you see inside this slide, we have a server here and we have a Windows 10 and the two server and the Windows 10 connected to a switch, which means that they are on the same network. Okay, so if I come here now, here is our Windows 10 and here is our server. So we are able to build up the server lab. We are able to install our server and we are able to install our Windows 10. The next thing we need to do is to assign IP address to the two devices. So inside this particular slide we are using, here says, please ensure that the server is connected to a network and the server has a static IP address. So anytime you are using a server, the server must have its own static IP and the server as well must be connected to the network. So here now says that we're going to be giving this IP to the server, which is a 192.168.10.10. That's the IP address we will be assigning to this server. with the subnet mask of a 255.255.255.0. So when we come to the default gateway on the server, you're going to be leave it on none. But anytime you come to the DNS, you will put the IP address of this server will actually act as a DNS server. So once you finish the assigning IPs to the server, we'll move to the Windows 10. We're going to be giving this Windows 10 192.168.10.20. So we make sure that the Windows 10 and the server, they are on the same network, 10.10, 10.20, which means that they are using 10.0 network. And the subnet mask we'll be using is a 255.255.255.0. The default gateway as well will be unknown, but when you go up to the DNS, you're going to be using the IP address of our server as the DNS IP. Okay, that's the next thing we want to do right now. So that's the next thing we want to do right now. So if you come to this server, you bring up the server and the Windows 10. So the first thing we need to do is to assign IP address to the server. So you open your search icon and you're going to type CMD, which stands for command prompt. So when you are inside the command prompt, you know the command we use to get to our network interface adapter. So you're going to be using ncpa.cpl and you hit enter key. So after that, you double click on the internet and you go to properties. So when you are in a properties, you're going to see the option that says Internet Protocol version 4, which is a TCP/IP version 4. And we will use the second option that says use the following IP address. So we're going to assign that IP 192.168.10.10, which is the IP address they say we should give the server. And you click on the subnet mask. The subnet mask is going to appear itself. So when you come to the default gateway, leave it on none. But when you get to the preferred DNS server, you're still going to be using the server IP as a DNS server. So after that, you click OK and you click OK. So you're going to click on close. So if I go back to the CMD and I type ipconfig to check the IP address, so you're going to see that the server has 192.168.10.10. So the next thing we need to do to assign IPs to the Windows as well. So we go to the Windows and assign IP. So come to the search icon on the window and we search for CMD, the same process. So once you're in the CMD, you're going to type ncpa.cpl and you hit enter key. So once you hit enter key, you double click on Ethernet and you click on properties. So once you click on properties, you're going to click on TCP/IP v4. You double click on it and you will choose the option that says use the following IP address. And we're going to assign 192.168.10.20 based on what we're going to be giving the Windows. And you click on the subnet mask, it's going to be appeared automatically. So you leave the default gateway as none and you come to preferred DNS. You will be using the IP address of the server as a preferred DNS. So after that, you click on OK. So you click on OK. So after this, you're going to click on OK. You click on OK and you're going to close. All right. So if I open the CMD of the Windows 10 and I type ipconfig to check our IP, hit enter key, you're going to see that the IP address of the Windows 10 is what? Is 10.20, which is what we assign to it. So if I bring up this slide says we should give the server 10.10 and we give Windows 10.20, which is what we are able to accomplish. So the next thing here is to check the connectivities between the two machines. So if I bring up these two machines up again, so if I check, maybe the Windows 10 is able to communicate to the server. So we're just going to ping the server IP, ping 192.168.10.20. 10, which is the IP address of the server. The server is 10.10. So as you can see, here says that destination host is unreachable. Destination host unreachable. All right, so the next thing is to test the communication. So as you can see that here, I use this Windows to ping the server is not going. So if I come to the server as well, if I ping the IP address of the window, if I ping the IP address of the window, which is 10.20, and I hit enter key, so you're going to see that this guy as well says destination host unreachable. The two machines are not able to communicate. So the first thing you need to do is to come to your virtual machine settings. So once you're in your virtual machine settings, you click on Windows 10 and you click on settings at the top. So once you click on settings at the top, you come to where we have a network. So once you're in network, you're going to see that this Windows 10 was on NAT and we are not using internet here. So you need to change it from NAT and put it on an internal network, which means that we want to be on a LAN. We want to be using a local network. We don't need internet. So you put it on internal network and you click OK. Do the same thing on the server as well. Click on the server and click on settings. After that, you come to the network, you change it from NAT and put it on an internal network. So that's the first thing you need to do. Make sure that the both machine are on the same network, both Windows and server, they are using internal network. So after that, you click OK. So once you've done that, bring up the two machine again. So if you try to check the connection again, you ping. If you come to Windows as well, we ping the server. So let's see the next error. Okay, so the next thing we see here now says request timeout, request timeout. Request timeout, request timeout. So how do we solve this thing? The next thing we need to do is to come to the network discovery. If I open the slide we are using, the next thing is to check the network discovery. So anytime you ping and the pinging is failed, the next thing is to check the network discovery. So once you check the network discovery and the pinging is still failing as well, the second thing you need to do is to check your window firewall settings. Okay, so let's go and check the network discovery first. So I'm going to bring up the two machine again. So as you can see, we are trying to check maybe these two guys here are able to communicate to themselves and the pinging is failed. So if you want to check the network discovery, let's head into our Windows 10. You will see the network part here. This network icon here, this is the network part. Put your arrow on it and you right click. And you're going to click on Open Network and Internet Settings. Okay, so once you click on Open Network and Internet Settings, by your left hand, you will see Ethernet. Choose on Ethernet. So once you choose on Ethernet, you will see the second option here that says Change Advanced Sharing Options. So you click on it. You click on the second option, so it's going to bring another page for you. This page here, it has three icons. It has three icons. So goes to the first icon, expand that first icon, make sure that everything here is turned on. The first option that says turn on network discovery, make sure it's turned on. Second option that says turn on file and printer sharing, make sure that is turned on. So if you expand the second icon as well, make sure that everything there as well is turned on. So goes to the third option, turn on everything that is there. But when you come to the last, turn off your password sharing. So that's the only thing we are turning off. We have three icons here. Expand the three icons. Make sure that you turn on everything that is inside. But when you come to the last option that says turn off password protected sharing, make sure that you turn it off. So after that, you click on Save Change. Okay, so once you click on Save Change, let's try to see maybe the server is able to communicate to the Windows. All right, so as you can see right now that the communication is going. the server is able to communicate to the Windows when you are getting a reply. So if I come to the Windows, let's see, maybe the window is able to communicate to the server. You will see that the window is not able to communicate to the server, but the server is able to communicate to the window, which means that we need to go and do the network discovery on the server as well. So the same thing we do here, we need to do here as well. So here I'm going to the network discovery. So just right click on the network part of the server, click on option that says open network and sharing center. So once you click on it, you're going to see another option here that says change advanced sharing settings. So you click on it. So the same thing that we do on the Windows 10, we're going to be doing the same thing here as well. So you turn on everything, expand the second icon, turn on everything, goes to the third icon, turn on everything, but come to the last option that says password, you need to turn it off. So turn off password protected sharing and click on save changes. Okay, so once you click on save change, let's verify again. Maybe Windows is now able to communicate to the server. All right, so as you can see, the connection is going. Anytime you are getting reply, it means that the two machines able to communicate. So Windows is able to talk to the server, and the same thing as well, server is able to talk to the Windows. So that's the first thing we need to do. We are able to build up the lab, and the two machines are able to communicate. Okay, so that's everything you need to know about building up a server administrative lab. So anytime you try to ping, the pinging is not going. Go to the network discovery and make settings, make changes to all those settings. Make sure you turn on everything. Do the same thing and try to ping again. The pinging is not going to be going. All right.